Adventure of the Light Flower. On a bright sunny morning, in a small colorful village, two children, Sami and Leila, were sitting in front of their house. Their best friends, Fluffy the fox and Coco the parrot, were with them as always. Sami stretched and looked at his sister. "Good morning, Leila. Do you have any plans for today?" Leila shook her head and smiled. "Not really, Sami, but I feel like today is special. Maybe we should go on a new adventure." Fluffy wagged his tail and jumped in front of them. "Oh, I've heard of something amazing. Deep inside the forest, there's a magical flower called the Flower of Light. They say it glows in the dark and can even grant wishes." Leila's eyes widened with excitement. "A flower that grants wishes? That sounds incredible." Coco puffed his feathers proudly. "And guess what? I know the way." Sami stood up confidently, his eyes shining. "Then it's decided. Today, we set out on a real adventure. Let's find the Flower of Light." The four friends packed their small bags and headed toward the mysterious jungle. The tall green trees rose high above their heads, and the sunlight peeked through the leaves like golden ribbons. Birds were singing, and the air smelled of adventure. Coco flew ahead, flapping his wings. "Follow me, everyone. I've been through this jungle before." Suddenly, Fluffy stopped, his ears twitching. "Wait! Be careful! There's a muddy pit right in front of you." Leila gasped, and stopped just in time. "Oh, I almost stepped into it." "Thank you, Fluffy." Sami smiled and patted Fluffy's head. "Good eyes, Fluffy. You just saved us." "All right, team. Let's keep going. Stay close together." After walking for some time, the friends reached a wide river. The water sparkled under the sun, but it looked far too deep to walk through. Leila frowned. "How are we going to cross this? It's so wide." Sami put his hand on his chin, thinking hard. We can't swim across with our backs. But look, there are tree logs floating on the river. Maybe we can use them as a bridge." Fluffy leaped onto a log, balancing easily. "Like this. It's fun." Coco grabbed a rope in his beak and flew across to the other side. "I'll tie this rope to the tree on the other side. Hold on tight, and you'll be safe." Leila carefully stepped onto a log, holding the rope tightly. "Whoa, this is tricky, but yes, I made it." Sami crossed last, smiling proudly. "Well done, team. Together, nothing can stop us." Not long after crossing the river, they found themselves standing in front of a large, dark cave. The entrance was wide and mysterious, and a soft, cool wind blew out from inside. Leila clutched Sami's arm nervously. "It's so dark in there. Do we really have to go inside?" Sami stayed calm but determined. "Yes, Leila, if the Flower of Light is real, it must be hidden deep inside the jungle. This cave might be the only way forward." Fluffy sniffed the air cautiously. I don't smell danger, but we should still be careful." Coco lowered his voice, his feathers trembling. "Shh! Did you hear that sound?" It echoed through the cave. Suddenly, tiny glowing fireflies appeared, filling the cave with a soft golden light. Leila's fear faded as she smiled. "Wow! Fireflies! They're lighting the way for us." Sami nodded. "See? Even the cave wants to help us." "Let's move forward." After a long walk through the cave, the group finally stepped out into a hidden clearing in the middle of the jungle. The night sky sparkled above them, full of stars. And in the center of the clearing stood the most beautiful sight they had ever seen, a golden flower, glowing with magical light. Leila gasped, "Oh my goodness! It's real! The flower of light!" Fluffy wagged his tail and jumped with joy. "We found it! We really found it!" Coco spread his wings proudly. "Ha! I told you I knew the way." Sami stepped forward, his eyes shining. "This moment, it's unforgettable. Let's touch it together." As they all gently placed their hands or paws on the glowing flower, a brilliant light surrounded them. The jungle lit up with golden sparkles, and the air filled with warmth and peace. Leila smiled softly. "I feel so happy, like the flower gave us courage." Sami nodded slowly. "Yes, maybe the real magic isn't just in the flower, but in our friendship." With hearts full of joy, the four friends began their journey back to the village. The sun was setting, painting the sky with warm shades of orange and pink. Fluffy skipped happily. "This was the greatest adventure of my life." Leila hugged her notebook tightly. "And I'll write down every detail, so we'll never forget it." Coco flew in circles, laughing loudly. "Our next adventure will be even bigger. You'll see." Sami looked at his friends with a warm smile. "Maybe, but the most important thing is that we went together, and we came back together. That's the greatest treasure of all." And so, the brave children and their loyal animal friends returned to their village, carrying not just the memory of the magical flower of light, but also the lesson that courage, teamwork, and friendship are the brightest lights of all.